As we speak, everyone's going crazy. No one understands the insanity of what is about to be said. The world is on fire.
This dude is doing the Trump impersonation. He isn't the worst, but he isn't the best. It is okay. His impression of DJT is okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. This, yeah, yeah. This the dude whose video we are reacting to is Nuxanor. He's a comedic political commentator. He cracks jokes. This dude he cracks me up, yo. He says a lot of based things. This dude, he's comical, bro. He's also unafraid to say his real thoughts. Yeah. So big ups to this dude. Facts.
Giving his speech, it's happening now. As we speak, everyone's going crazy.
He's discussing the video is titled Massive Meltdowns over Trump's new transgender ban.
The world is on fire.
It is a great measure, a great EO that Trump that happened, bro. Yeah, men should not be partaking in women's sports, bro. Yo, if they want to, if trans women want to partake in sports, they can play against each other, but not against real female athletes. Create a separate category for the trans women athletes. That is the logical thing to do. It is unfair to women to permit real men who were assigned male at birth to play against women when they are bigger, stronger, faster. It is unfair, bro. It is a plenitude of women got seriously hurt. So much crazy stuff happened, bro. One girl in high school, she got partial paralysis, bro. Or what is it called? Is it partial paralysis? Crazy-ish, bro. Crazy-ish, crazy. Uncle Murda.
The world is on fire. Apparently, he banned transgender athletes in female sports. Apparently, the drama is insane. And the insanity of what is about to be said. The world is on fire. Giving his speech, it's happening now. As we speak, everyone's going crazy. No one understands the insanity of what is about to be said. The world is on fire. Apparently, he banned transgender athletes in female sports. Apparently, the drama is insane. Apparently, the meltdowns are
big ups to DJT for this. This is based. This is good. This is positive. What DJT did. Not all the EOs are trash and terrible. This is truly great. There's fairness now. Fairness was restored to women's sports. It's the erasure of women is over. The fear, the lack of safety is over. The worry that injury and attacks and assaults will happen is over. Yeah, yeah. The wokification is OVA. It is over. It is done. It ceased to exist. Yeah. DJT caused the cessation of the woke nonsense in women's sports. Big praise to DJT, to the Don, for that.
Gender athletes in female sports. Apparently the drama's insane. Apparently the meltdowns are even crazier. Apparently I am going to get canceled. Let's go.
F it.
Hey, let's see what the post
Sticks to the truth, not to
sports.
approval
Apparently the drama's
seeking.
insane. Apparently the meltdowns are even crazier. Apparently I am going to get canceled. Let's go. I'm ready to see. Let's see what the POTUS has to say. Even crazier. Apparently I am going to get canceled. Gender athletes in female sports. Apparently the drama's insane. It's insanity, but it's about to be said. The world is on fire. Apparently he banned transgender athletes in female sports. Apparently the drama's insane. Apparently the meltdowns are even crazier. Apparently I am going to get canceled. Let's go. I'm ready to see. Let's see what the POTUS has to say. Content POTUS.
47th POTUS.
The speech I cried. Are you serious? Okay, we got to see this. All right, content president about to do something pretty crazy. He's about to give some insane content. All right, insane content happening.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Gaines
Welcome,
is
Mr.
there.
President.
Big ups. Gaines is great, bro. She is a great women's rights activist, women's athletes. She is a great advocate for women athletes. Yeah. Fire.
What the POTUS has to say. Content POTUS. At the end of the speech, I cried. Are you serious? Okay, we got to see this. All right, content president about to do something pretty crazy. He's about to give some insane content. All right, insane content happening.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Mr. President.
This is a nice crowd, isn't it?
I feel like every time he shows up, there's a nice crowd. Huh?
We've been waiting a long time for this.
Words.
So, actually,
Yeah, you
so
see the
ridiculous.
happiness on the faces of these women and girls. Yeah, this is great. The felicity, the joy, the true felicity, the true happiness. Yeah, because there was a lot of pain and craziness happened before this man took office for these again. Yeah, this craziness is over, bro. This craziness is over.
President.
This is a nice crowd, isn't it?
I feel like every time he shows up, there's a nice crowd. Huh?
We've been
There's
waiting a long
relief.
time for this. So have I. Actually, it's so ridiculous.
So
It
many
is
women
great.
are all
There's
surrounded.
relief.
None of them have even penises. No penises on my.
Been a long time for this. So have I. Actually, it's so ridiculous.
So many women, they're all surrounding me. None of them have even penises. No penises on my women. That's what Trump's thinking.
But here we are.
Think of all the hair that old Joe Biden would have been sniffing right now.
And this doesn't have
Sleepy
to be
Joe.
wrong. It's just all about common sense. Doesn't have to be wrong. In a few moments.
Oh God, no. The craziest thing is when he says it's common sense, and then he's just like sort of correct that it is common sense. And then
He is
just goes
correct.
crazy, and it's like, what are you gonna do? Like, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna defy common sense?
So sign a historic executive order to ban men from competing in women's sports. It's about
Big
time.
ups.
Shit, dude,
Praise.
He didn't even say trans women or anything. He was just like men. No more
Oh.
penises in women's sports.
I mean, that trans women are men. That is the incontrovertible truth, the incontestable truth. It can't be argued. Inarguable. It is indisputable that trans women are men. Yeah, it is not bigotry, hate, transphobia, or any of that nonsense. It is none of that. It is none of that nonsense. It is truth. It is logic. It is realness, bro. It is a he kept it all the way a buck. How in what way can you refute that? They are men, bro. They were born male, bro. XY chromosome. Periods, points, blank.
It just goes crazy. It's, what are you gonna do? Like, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna defy common sense?
So I'll sign a historic executive order to ban men from competing in women's sports. It's about time.
Oh shit.
Let's
He
go.
didn't even say trans women or anything. He was just like men. No more penises in women's
No
sports.
euphemistic-ish.
Remove
All the way a buck. Men. No men in women's sports.
Oh shit, dude. He didn't even say trans women or anything. He was just like men.
The name of the measure is no men in women's
Honestly, this was probably the
sports.
easiest Republican win
No
of
men
all time.
in
Like, I'm
women's
not even gonna
sports.
lie. This is probably the easiest and most obvious Trump thing ever that was just gonna easy take a classic dub from every single human being on the right. And even honestly half the people on the left. See, J.K. Rowling must be cheering right now.
Word.
Under the Trump administration, we will defend the proud tradition of female athletes, and we will not allow men to beat up, injure, and cheat our women and our
Word.
girls. From now on, women's sports will be only for women.
I mean, look, it's that easy. It's that easy. That's all the orange man needed to say. And honestly, the world is kind of on his side on this one. Like, realistically, giving representation and respect to trans people at the sacrifice of actual, like, women is pretty fucked up. That's pretty crazy. It's insane. It shouldn't come at the cost of somebody else. And I think most people on the left even agree with this as well. Like, you'll ask your average leftist person, and they'll also tell you that trans people in female sports is wild.
Before going further,
But I personally disagree. I want one gender sports, one gender, men versus women. DEI, women basketball
Wokeness.
players. One woman on every NBA team. She'll be the star. Everyone will love her and respect her. They'll bowl her over. It'll be crazy. She'll be 5'6", tall for a woman.
I want to share some very exciting news from our military. After years of shrinking force numbers at levels that nobody has ever seen before, 4 years of this we went through, and missed recruiting targets every single month. It was just announced that force numbers at levels that nobody has ever seen before. 4 years of this we went through, and missed recruiting targets every single month. It was just announced that in December, the U.S. Army had its single best recruitment in more than 15 years.
Interesting. Fascinating.
Every single day, nearly 350 new soldiers enlisted to defend our nation, and they're very, very happy to have done so. We've done lots of interviews.
Look, say what you want about Trump. Trump makes people proud to be American. And I feel like that's something that really hasn't existed in a while.
We asked why this was taking place now, and they just said there's a spirit about our country that they haven't seen in many
An orange spirit, and it'll remain forever. Cryo Trump will freeze it every 4 years. He'll come back to it again.
years. And I happen to agree with that.
A little biased. Biased.
But to improve
Do it again.
many years. And I happen to agree with that.
Little. And I feel like that's something that really hasn't existed in a while.
We asked why this was taking place now, and they just said there's a spirit about our country that they haven't seen in many
An orange spirit, and it'll remain forever. Cryo Trump will freeze it every 4 years. He'll come back to it again.
years. And I happen to agree with that.
A little biased. Biased.
But to prove that the spirit is sweeping our armed forces, and we have a great leader in Pete. As you know, we all know Pete so well. It's going to be fantastic, and so many of our great heroes, and people are starting to understand what hero
Pete
is all about.
Hex
So
us.
Bro's bringing in the Holy Quadrinity. Father, Son, Holy Ghost, and Trump. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be big. No, I'm kidding. That was a joke. That was a joke. Or was it?
it's something that is very important. We've gotten the woke lunacy out of our military, and now we're very importantly getting it out of women's sports. It's taking place very strongly.
It is shocking it took this long.
So in
Yeah.
recent years, the radical left has waged an all-out campaign
As a pastor, I approve of that joke. Thank you, random citizen.
to erase the very concept of biological sex and replace it with a militant transgender ideology. You heard a little,
Bro, he called it militant. Holy shit.
little bit about this.
DJT, he's cooking with that though. That label, militant. Facts.
Years, the radical left has waged
Extreme.
an all-out campaign
As a pastor, I approve of that joke.
Extreme.
Thank you, random citizen.
to erase the very
Shocking it took this long.
So in recent years, the radical
Woke.
left has waged an all-out campaign.
As a pastor, I approve of that joke. Thank
Thing that is very important. We've gotten the woke lunacy out of our military, and now we're very importantly getting it out of women's sports. It's taking place very strongly.
It is shocking it took this long.
So in recent years, the radical left has waged an all-out campaign
As a pastor, I approve of that joke. Thank you, random citizen.
to erase the very concept of biological sex and replace it with a militant transgender ideology. You heard a little,
Bro, he called it militant. Holy shit.
bit about this, haven't you? Huh? Just a little bit.
What's he doing? Bro's working the crowd, he's introducing some executive order and he's working the crowd, bro.
Anybody agree with them?
This is crazy.
I think you say yes right now.
Yeah, oh, yeah, true. What are they gonna say? Bro turns around. You've heard of transgender, haven't you?
Female athletes have been forced
Oh my
onto
God.
the front lines, and men claiming to be girls have stolen
Yep,
more than
posing.
3,500 victories. That's a lot. And
Crazy.
invented more than 11,000 competitions designed for women. Last year, a male
Trash.
cyclist posing as a woman.
Dude, okay, that is crazy that he's doing this. He's like, he is when he said that we're reintroducing two genders to the United States, he is not moving. He is not shaking. He's like, bro, that is it. Holy crap.
Competed in the 800-mile Arizona trail race, a very big deal in cycling.
Oh, that is it. Holy crap.
Competed in the 800-mile Arizona trail race, a very big deal in cycling, and obliterated the women's course record by nearly
No!
5.5 hours.
Bro, that's crazy.
Wow.
It's insane.
nuts.
Like, and
Word.
by the way, every time I mention the idea that trans women shouldn't be in women's sports, which by the way I have said for years, every time I say something like that, which I think should be really basic and obvious, you shouldn't have a group take the rights of a different group because you want to give them rights. That's insane. No matter where you are.
No group is special. No group deserves special treatment. There has to be equal treatment, not catering or simping for one group or worshiping one group. No, bro. All groups should be treated equally, bro. There should be truly equal treatment. Certain groups should not get special treatment or worship. Nah, bro, nah. Yeah. It is trash, bro. These like certain groups, they're seen as oppressed. So but these groups are not oppressed, bro. Not in the U.S., bro. All groups have equal rights, and they all groups are able to do the same to bro. This oppression thing, it is bunk. It is rubbish, bro. It is straight it is true rubbish, bro. There's nothing non-trans people can do that trans people can't do. So miss me with the victimhood, this inability to do thing to do what non-trans people can do. This inability to do what non-trans people can do. That ish has to cease, yo. This weak woke crap. This stuff is BS, bro. It has to cease, bro. It has to discontinue, bro. Straight up, straight up, straight up, yo.
No, you shouldn't have a group take the rights of a different group because you want to give them rights. That's insane. No matter where you are on the aisle, I feel like there's no actual debate on that issue that is relevant. But the craziest idea is every time I mention it, I get people in my comments saying, it's only a couple of cases. It's only like a few hundred victories like that taken.
Downplaying.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It is cap. When they say that they are capping, bro. They really, yeah, they don't want to hurt feelings or lose certain people, bro. So they simp, they cape, they coddle, they make excuses for these clown people in the trans group. Yeah, it is soft, it is weak, it is yellowish, it is pusillanimous-ish, bro. It is trapid-ish, it is trapid-ish, it is crazy.
A couple of cases. It's only like a few hundred victories like that taken by trans athletes. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Only 1% defendable is coming to the United States from Canada. Okay? Stop that. Look, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. A couple of cases. It's only like a few hundred victories like that taken by trans athletes. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
One is too many.
Defendable is coming to the United States from Canada. Okay? Stop that. Look, what are you talking about? This is stupid.
Yes.
What kind of a debate is that? What you're arguing on numbers?
Stupid.
It's crazy. The argument
dumb.
makes no sense.
Harebrained.
I also love how Trump literally came out here with like an
thick-headed.
What are you talking about? This is stupid. Like, what kind of a debate is that? What you're arguing on numbers?
Moronic. Imbecilic.
I also love how Trump literally came out here with like an army of women behind him. It's like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna call me a misogynist? Look at all of these beautiful women with vaginas. They don't even have penises.
Sounds like a lot, doesn't it, huh? 5.5 hours, so, but you have to hear the weightlifting records.
Oh, God.
You think that's bad? The weightlifting's worse. In 2023, a man in women's powerlifting broke 2 world records and outlifted his closest female opponent in one event by 440 pounds.
Like,
whoa.
Everyone's laughing because it's lunacy, right? It makes no sense.
Word.
It makes no sense. Do you know the reason why there's a difference between a men's league and a women's league? It's because there are basic biological differences between men and between women. Incredible hot take. I know, it's crazy. But because there are these biological differences, like, that's why they have this divide altogether. So then when you have this idea that, trans people should be able to compete with women, it's breaking down this boundary of why there needed to be a boundary altogether.
In the first
and
place.
by 440 pounds, bro. 440 pounds. That's
unbelievable,
insane.
bro.
It's better than the female rapper that couldn't get in the lift car.
They continue to defend themselves, Mr.
Yeah.
Congressman. You know that.
Yeah,
They
that
continue to
story
defend
is
themselves.
crazy.
To be a boundary altogether. And by 440 pounds, bro. 440 pounds. That's insane. That's better than the female rapper that couldn't get in the lift car.
They
Bars.
continue to defend themselves, Mr. Congressman. You know that, right? They continue to defend themselves. We hope they continue onward because I don't think we can lose a race. This was one of the big reasons that we all wanted. It's one of the big reasons that we had a record, a landslide like they haven't seen before, very often anyway. And who could forget last year's Paris Olympics where a male boxer stole the women's gold medal after brutalizing his female opponent so viciously.
Terrible.
Dude, this is like the biggest Trump, like, fucking cock slap moment of all time. And now I will list every single instance there was a trans person in women's sports. I am gonna go crazy. I hope you're ready. I will list all of them.
Just after 46 seconds, and she was a championship fighter. And actually, they had two women or two people that transitioned, and both of them won gold medals, and they won them very convincingly. But all of that ends today because with this executive order, the war on women's sports is over.
Over.
This is a huge L, by the way, for me personally, because if I was ever going to end up in, like, federal prison for, like, murder charges, I would have identified as a woman to go to a women's prison. That's just what I would have done personally. So this is putting a real wrench in my plan. Women on women violence. That's what we're watching right here. It's awesome. It's great. Look at that. Yeah, call him a misogynist. Call him a misogynist surrounded by his army of women standing beside her, being paid. Someone actually did that with the prison idea? No. That's not a real story, right? I don't even want to look it up, honestly. I no way there's a real story.
Should have been done long ago.
Did that with the prison idea? No. That's not a real story, right? I don't even want to look it up, honestly. I no way there's a real story.
Should have been done long ago, actually. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, dude, I'll be real here. I'm looking on my other monitor a little bit. Apparently the story is real and
Yes.
also impregnated other women in their cell block. That's crazy. We'll go down that rabbit hole another time. All right, the orange man speaking.
Action this afternoon, we're putting every school receiving taxpayer dollars on notice that if you let men take over women's sports teams or invade your locker rooms. Action this afternoon, we're putting every school receiving taxpayer dollars on notice that if you let men take over women's sports teams or invade your locker rooms, you will be investigated for violations of Title IX and risk your federal funding. There will be no federal funding.
He's not playing. He is not playing.
All women will have no choice but to shave their privates.
He ain't playing. He ain't playing. This dude ain't playing.
Oh my, bro, literally, he puts his money where his mouth is every time.
So this will affect investigated for violations of Title IX and risk your federal funding. There will be no federal funding.
Oh my, bro, literally, he puts his money where his mouth is every time.
So this will effectively end the...
All women will have no choice but to shave their privates before intercourse. Or we will remove funding from women in general. It's gonna be crazy. Sorry, dude, it goes crazy. I don't know, I feel like he could say basically anything at this point and it wouldn't surprise me. Every day I wake up to do breaking news.
Attack on female athletes at public K-12 schools and virtually all U.S. colleges and universities. I don't think we've missed anything, but if we do, we'll make it up very quickly with an order, and I don't think we will at all. I want to, before we go on, I want to thank so many people that have worked so hard in the political establishment, and they're...
Dude, I wonder if this culture is going to spread to the rest of the world also, that has, like,
should.
trans people and women, female sports and shit. Like, that's wild.
Before me largely, and I'm going to...
Like, it sounds like brain worms, right? Like, there's no way you could possibly explain this, I think, to anyone that'll actually see that and think it makes sense. Like, that's the craziest thing. I personally have never met anyone that thinks that trans women should be in female sports. Like, I've never, and I'm talking about leftists, I'm talking about right-wing people. Like, the fact that there's, like, such a push for it online is straight up why the Democrats got cooked. Literally.
I think I'm going to miss a few. It always happens when you do this, but it's just one of those things. But we have many senators here, many governors here, many state attorneys generals here. They're all over the place, actually. I see some of them went after me, but they failed.
Yeah, now you see how much government money went into politically assassinating Trump and potentially literally assassinating Trump. And the crazy thing is, the way CNN covers this shit is like, Trump threatened the lives of trans people. They're all gonna enter trans.
Mendacious.
That's literally not what's happening. Literally not what's happening. He doesn't want trans people beating up women. That's the only thing that he's trying to avoid here, from what I understand.
And
these are like the people. literally not what's happening. He just doesn't want trans people beating up women. That's the only thing that he's trying to avoid here, from what I understand.
And
These are like the people that, and it's crazy. I don't know, like what is this? There's like a special breed of leftists that's like, women's rights are important unless their rights go up against trans people's rights, or
unless they politically disagree with, bro. It is nuts. Like the radical pundits on the left, they don't really care about women's rights or the safety of women. Only the women who agree politically with them. Only the women who politically agree with them. It is crazy.
It's like a special breed of leftists that's like, women's rights
Fake,
are important
fugazi.
unless their rights go up against trans people's rights, or unless their rights go up against Hamas
Bozos,
rights.
birds,
It's so
clowns.
really friends, and they're friends of women's sports, that I can tell you. So Senator,
Like, it's
Goofies.
So
really friends, and they're friends of women's sports, that I can tell you. So Senator Marsha,
what about hermaphrodites? Like, it's so wild.
really friends, and they're friends.
Their rights go up against trans people's rights, or unless their rights go up against Hamas terrorists' rights. Like, it's so wild.
Really friends, and they're friends of women's sports, that I can tell you. So Senator Marsha,
What about hermaphrodites? I love when people ask me these questions like they're zingers. What about the people that are born with both male and female genitalia? Well, then they should have human rights, without a doubt, but shouldn't compete in sports. Like, dude, this is stupid. Like, why are you even entering this argument?
Blackburn, where's Marsha? Hi, Senator Katie Britt. Thank you, Katie.
CNN News tomorrow. Trump will stick penises back on trans women. Okay, I don't know. That one seems a little twisted.
Britt. Thank you, Katie.
CNN News tomorrow. Trump will stick penises back on trans women. Okay, I don't know. That one seems a little twisted.
Mike Lee, where's Mike? Mike, I love his new haircut. I love that haircut, Mike.
All right.
He just said the hell with it, right? I think you look great. Senator Cynthia Loomis. Cynthia, where are you? Cynthia, hi Cynthia. Doing a good job.
Look at him reading all those names. Biden,
Roger Marshall. Thank you, Roger. Great. Mark Wayne, Mullen, Oklahoma. I love Oklahoma. I don't know what it is, Oklahoma. I won 77 out of 77 counties.
It's just a random flex. It's crazy.
Done. Second was Ronald Reagan, 56, right?
Dude, that's wild. This is insane. By the way, big flex. I won big. It was crazy. I'll win bigger the third term. But we'll have to introduce the cryogenic.
Y'all know, like, real rap. I don't want this dude to run for a third time, bro. That's what's be crazy, yo. Yeah, it is unlikely that it will happen, but certain people discuss they're discussing that. Yeah, bro. This man is Team Trump, a MAGA person, but let younger people, a younger person run and be in charge. Let a fresher, more let a different person be in charge. Age doesn't matter. This isn't me saying age has any relevance to any relevance, but just leave, be done. Let a younger and fresher person be in charge. Word.
My big flex. I won big. It was crazy. I'll win bigger the third term. But we'll have to institute the cryogenic Trump strategy for that one. Bro, just quick. My big flex, I won big, it was crazy. I'll win bigger the third term, but we'll have to institute the cryogenic Trump strategy for that one. Roach is cooking.
A great friend of mine, and he's really helped us at the board, done a great job.
Institute the cryogenic Trump strategy for that one. Roach is cooking. My big flex, I won big, it was crazy. I'll win bigger the third term, but we'll have to institute the cryogenic Trump strategy for that one. Roach is cooking.
A great friend of mine, and he's really helped us at the board, done a great job. Of Texas, Greg, thank you, Greg. Jim, where are you? Jim, very good. Are you feeling good? Yeah, not bad, Paul. You doing all right?
Yeah, it's wild. It's so cool the way he like gives his speeches. Like he's so comfortable with the crowd. The crowd so obviously loves him. Like I know that there you are on Twitter, everyone's like having absolute meltdowns.
He's able to move crowds.
But like in reality,
he's dope at
love this
that.
guy.
He's adept. He's proficient. He's skillful at moving the crowd. He is fire.
Yeah, it's wild. It's so cool the way he like.
This is irrefutable. Ish. This is a spade. Irrefutable.
Like having absolute meltdowns about Trump destroying the world and shit. But like in reality, people love this guy.
Education world, we're ranked very, very poorly. We're 38, 39, and 40 out of 40 countries. We're at the bottom of the pack almost always, or
Bad.
close to it.
Sad.
That just came out. We're 40 out of 40.
This has to be
And
fixed.
If we move it back to the states, I will guarantee you that if you take Idaho, you take
Remedied.
Iowa, you take almost any of the states that I'm looking at right now, they'll be as good as Norway. You have Sweden, you have Denmark.
Well, the funny thing is, like, whenever he talks about, changing up education and wiping out the Federal Education Bureau and shit like that, the meltdowns are crazy.
Yeah.
The meltdowns are absolutely
Yeah,
insane.
they think
like,
he's going to remove funding from every school, every institution. No, bro. Only the funding will be cut from places that indoctrinate students. The funding will be cut from the places that indoctrinate, that impose political, racial, and other forms of beliefs onto students. Not every place, bro. Yeah.
Wiping out the Federal Education Bureau and shit like that. The meltdowns are crazy. The meltdowns are absolutely insane. Like mind-boggling meltdowns.
Cut the funding from schools that push the CRT, the LGBT stuff, the crazy-ish. Cut funding from those places. Yes. This ninja is in favor of that.
The meltdowns are absolutely insane. Like mind-boggling meltdowns. He wants to end education. He's trying to make people uneducated so that they could be stupid, and then only dumb people vote for Trump. I don't know if you've seen these like massive pushes that it looks like there's this whole strategy behind why he's closing down education. Like, you don't understand the level of insanity and hoops that they're jumping through. Hoops that they're jumping through. And
they are reaching. They are reaching. They are tripping, bugging. Yeah, this is goofy-ish, bro. This is nuts. This is idiotic, moronic. People have to think for self, bro. They can't believe what they can't blindly believe what they get told, bro. People have to seek the truth, bro. A lot of people, they just blindly accept BS, bro. It is trash, bro. It is very trash. and it must cease to exist.
It's like there's this whole strategy behind why he's closing down education. Like, you don't understand the level of insanity and hoops that they're jumping through. Hoops that they're jumping through. And here we go, look at this shit, look at this shit. Depending on us to win all the things. NEA, we have to win. Yeah, this by the way, this was just posted. This is to defend the Department of Education, all right? All the things. Our colleagues are depending on us to win all the things. Keep going, NEA, to preserve our democracy, to bring us win all the things. Delegates, we won't go back. We will keep going forward because we are the NEA. We are the NEA. We are the NEA. I'm not gonna lie, this is a meltdown, okay? Like, listen, you want to say whatever you want to say. This is a meltdown that we are watching. All right, this is cultist priests, Slaneshi cultists out here, and you wonder why Trump says he wants to wipe out the Department of Education. It's obviously fucking insane. But if you look at the graphs, no, that was the wrong one. If you look at the graphs, dude, as you can see, math and reading are going down, spending and inflation are going up. Like, dude, you can see the whole strategy that, oh yes,
Horrible.
I am Trump. My entire plan is in order to shut down the Department of Education to make people stupid so that they think I'm cool and they vote for me. Obviously, that's not what's going on.
Facts.
Obviously, the reason why closing the Department of Education is because it's a complete and utter epic fucking
joke.
failure.
Yep.
Like an epic failure. Dude, look
Yes.
at this shit.
I'm 27 years old in a corporate job, and I do not know how to spell.
What?
Because I'm from the generation where I'm in 5th grade and I had a laptop with spell check.
This isn't good, yo. What? Yeah. Is this real, bro? She doesn't know how to spell, bro. She doesn't know how to spell. That is crazy, yo.
Education is because it's a complete and
No, okay, because I'm from the generation where I'm in 5th grade and I had a laptop with spell check on it. That's ridiculous. So now you're listening to podcasts on how to sound out words and how to spell.
Wow.
that's fucking crazy. Okay, we can
This
recognize
isn't
the retardation
funny.
in the country,
This
right?
isn't
So when people
a
say-
laughing matter. This is sad. Yeah, this is crazy, yo. Yeah.
Spell check on it. That's ridiculous. So now you're listening to podcasts on how to sound out words and how to spell.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, we can recognize the retardation in the country, right? So when people say that he's trying to make children stupid to force them to vote for Trump because they'll be idiots, that is probably like the most obviously dumbass plan of all time. America education is cooked.
Yeah.
Brother, is cooked. Like actually cooked.
Garbage.
They will literally probably be smarter by shutting down the Department of Education. Yes, because it's very important for kindergartners to learn all about
Gay
sexual
sex,
preferences and,
gay
you know,
books.
non-binary.
Yeah, it's crazy stuff that isn't applicable. That isn't even applicable to real life. Crazy.
America education is cooked, brother. Is cooked. Like actually cooked. They will literally probably be smarter by shutting down the Department of Education.
Spade.
Because it's very important for kindergartners to learn all about sexual preferences and, you know, non-binary pronouns.
Stupid.
You have China that's very high in the back.
China!
Which is no longer, we can say it has to be a small area. China's very big, but they do a very good job. But we'll have at least 35 of our states that will be as good or better than any of those countries, and we have to get it done.
I mean, he's right.
We'll have at least 35 of our states that will be as good or better than any of those countries, and we have to get it done.
I mean,
70% of the country. 30. He said 35 out of 50.
Yeah, because it's very
70%.
important for kindergartners to learn all about sexual preferences and, you know, non-binary pronouns and shit.
Then you have China that's very high in the back.
China.
It's no longer we can say it has to be a small area. China's very big, but they do a very good job. But we'll have at least 35 of our states.
It should be
that will
higher
as
than
good or
than
better
35,
any of those
but
countries, and we have to get it done.
yeah.
He's right. See, Trump loves women. He only hates Rosie O'Donnell, okay?
Thank you. She supported me before people wanted to support me, right, Brenda? Wow. Thank you very much. I appreciated it. Steve Scalise is right in front here. What a great guy he is.
So it is definitely wild.
Steve went through a lot. And he proved one thing, the only one thing that his wife loved him. His wife loved him.
What does that mean? I tried to sleep with her. She said no. She actually loved him. It was crazy. No one says no to the Don.
Because I went to the hospital that night and he was not given even a shot, right, Mike? And I was with him and I was with his wife and she was devastated. She was really devastated.
Bro.
And I've been to that night and he was not given even a shot, right, Mike? And I was with him and I was with his wife and she was devastated. She was really devastated.
Bro.
And I've been to, similar situations, not quite as bad, but the wives were not so devastated. And
Oh my God! This man, he's a comedian. What is going on? Holy crap! He was dying. His wife was devastated. I saw the people dying. Their wives were happy. It was unbelievable.
I can tell you that great wife of yours loves you. So
That's wild.
It's incredible.
Holy shit! I can't believe you just said that, bro.
Mike, and I was with him and I was with his wife and she was devastated. She was really devastated. And I've been to, similar situations, not quite as bad, but the wives were not so devastated. And I can
Oh my God!
I can tell you that great wife of yours loves you.
That's crazy.
And what
This is the president of the United States of America, okay? Donald motherfucking Trump.
you've done is
DJT.
incredible. The way you come back, it's you look better now than you did before it happened. But nobody wants to go through that. Yeah, it's amazing. Tom Emmer doing a fantastic job. Thank you, Tom.
Bro, he doubled down on that. That was crazy.
Jason Smith, great man on taxes. Great man on how the taxes doing, okay? You're going to get good things passed, I hope, right?
I hope so too. I hate taxes. Fuck taxes, honestly. Oh my God, I can't believe Elon Musk is an unelected official. Yeah, tell that to the 87,000 unelected officials working at the IRS looking at my tax shit. All right, you go suck your own knobs, sir.
Lauren Colbert.
He is having such a good time. It's crazy. Like, it's so funny. I feel like the Democrats have done such a good job at trying to make believe, trying to look like they're fighting for the American people. Whereas it really
Pretend.
comes across that Trump kind of is fighting for the American people.
Very much a leader. Thank you, Lauren. Kamek.
But the Israel stuff, it is difficult to say he's all the way. This country first. Yeah. Already discussed that in a different video, but the EO pertaining to the transgender stuff, that is based. That isn't the only based thing he did, but that EO is one of the multiple based things DJT did in this second term. Facts.
People. Whereas it really comes across that Trump kind of is fighting for the American people.
Very much a leader. Thank you, Lauren. Kamek. Florida. Thank you, Dad. Tim Burchett. I watched you on television the other day. You were unbelievable. You ripped that guy apart. Man, that poor guy.
Oh
You
my
started
God.
getting a little fresh with him. And Tim, you on television the other day. You unbelievable. You very much a leader. Thank you, Lauren.
People. Whereas it really comes across that Trump kind of is fighting for the American people.
Very much a leader. Thank you, Lauren. Kamek. Florida. Thank you, Dad. Tim Burchett. I watched you on television the other day. You were unbelievable. You ripped that guy apart. Man, that poor guy.
Oh
You
my
started
God.
getting a little fresh with him, and Tim just apart. That was good. I actually left
He's
it.
actually a living, breathing person. Dude, I know that this shouldn't be like impressive, okay?
Word.
Like, this is like, it should be the least impressive thing at all time that the president feels like a living human.
Yeah.
Like,
Right next to me, and then we're going to have
F this skip.
get it, bro.
Good message. That's good. Great job, Jim. Dr. Ronnie, he's a doctor, great admiral, and a great congressman, right?
A great doctor.
Yes, it should. What do you like doing best, Ron? Who is the health? Great admiral and a great congressman, right?
A great doctor. I get it, bro.
Good message.
What is he doing? Oh, listen. And,
JB,
oh, God.
FJB.
Get it, bro.
Good message.
He's a weirdo. A weirdo. JB is a weirdo.
Great. I get it, bro.
Good message. That's good. Great job, Jim. Dr. Ronnie, he's a doctor, great admiral.
What is he doing? Oh, listen. And, oh, God. I get it, bro.
Good message. That's good. Great job, Jim. Dr. Ronnie, he's a doctor, great admiral, and a great congressman, right?
A great doctor.
Yes, it should. What do you like doing best, Ron? Who is the healthiest patient you ever had?
What question is that?
You know why I liked it? The fake news asked, so doctor, he had Obama, Bush, and Trump in the White House. He was the White House doctor. And they asked him, who's the healthiest of the three? He said, it's not close. It's Donald Trump. And from that moment, I love this guy.
All he needed to do was glaze me, and I appreciate the bullshit.
It's funny, bro. That's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, this is hilarious, bro. Comedic.
At First Form, all of our products are backed by a 110% money-back guarantee. Visit firstform.com today.
Crazy, yo.
Wesley Hunt,
Love at first compliment, for real, for real.
from Texas.
And I will love you if you just simply subscribe to the channel for more chaos. We're here watching the Orange Man whenever something crazy happens. Meltdowns going on.
Wesley, Jeff Van Dyne, Tiffany, Justice, Gina, Deskovich, founders of Moms for Liberty, and they honored me, and it was a great honor. Thank you very much.
Bro.
All of you. Thank you.
Dude, he remembers every compliment he's ever gotten.
It's dope.
Every single compliment. Dude, holy shit.
Heather Higgins.
His
Joe
recall
Rogan's overjoyed
is
here.
good.
Compliment he's ever gotten. Every single compliment. Dude, holy shit.
Heather Higgins.
You know Joe Rogan's overjoyed here? Of course, every normal person that's into sports is overjoyed about this.
Andy
Word.
Butner, Victoria Coley from Independent Women's Forum. It's a fantastic group of people that fought very hard on this issue. I think everybody in this room really fought very hard on this issue.
I think basically everyone rational fought on this issue. It's crazy. It's absolutely mind-boggling that this was even an issue. And it's
Yep.
because of
Puzzling.
shit like this that is so divorced from reality.
Confounding.
It's a
Perplexing.
fantastic group of people that fought very hard on this issue. I think everybody in this room really fought very hard on this issue.
I think basically everyone rational fought on this issue. It's
Word.
crazy.
Spades.
Absolutely
Facts.
mind-boggling that this was even an issue. And it's because of shit like this that is so divorced from reality that no one wanted to fucking vote for the Democrats. The Democrats were cooked. But they're sitting on, oh, you're being ableist, you're being racist, you're being
These false
transphobic,
labels,
you're
these
being- Stop.
vituperative,
This isn't transphobia.
obloquious
This is-
labels.
It's
They
absolutely
use these words to muzzle people who tell the truth or who don't agree blindly or obsequiously with what they say. They use these words to muzzle people who tell the truth or the people who don't blindly agree or obsequiously agree with what they say. They use these words to muzzle people who tell the truth. They use these words to muzzle people who tell the truth or the people who don't blindly or obsequiously agree with what they say. Facts.
Really fought very hard on this issue.
I think basically everyone rational fought on this issue. It's crazy. It's absolutely mind-boggling that this
Yep.
was even an issue.
Agreed.
And it's because of
We
shit
concur.
like this that is so divorced from reality that
Yeah.
no one wanted to fucking vote for the Democrats. The Democrats were cooked. But they're sitting on, oh, you're being ableist, you're being racist, you're being
Xenophobic.
transphobic, you're being- Stop. This isn't transphobia.
Homophobic.
This is we don't want
Sexist. Yeah, crazy, bro.
But they're sitting on, oh, you're being ableist, you're being racist, you're being transphobic, you're being. Stop! This isn't transphobia. This is we don't want women getting beaten up by people that have biological advantages over them. Like, hello.
That is it.
We are removing the meat from women's matches.
Debbie, I think Debbie's here. Prove this. So also Moms of America, and Penny Lance, of course, CEO of the Concerned Women for America. That is a lot of people. Thank you very much, Penny. Good job you do. That's a lot of people. Can I give you a what?
Yeah, he sped this joint up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speedy Gonzalez in this
CEO of the Concerned Women for America. That is a lot of people. Thank you very much, Penny. Good job you do. That's a lot of people. Can I give you a what?
Yeah, Chopper talking. Yes.
Finish up directing the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, who, by the way, is doing a fantastic job.
Man, he's been cooking. He's actually been going crazy.
Yeah, Marco Rubio, he's super biased to Israel. He's a bozo to me, but Trump can pick who he wants to pick. You feel me? But everybody doesn't have to agree with the picks. You feel me?
Marco Rubio, who, by the way, is doing a fantastic job.
Man, he's been cooking. He's actually been going crazy.
In fact, he just left Panama. We're trying to take back the Panama Canal.
Every time he says it, it's crazy. It's like the most insane bargaining move ever. You just threaten them with literal hell, and then it's like, all right, we'll compromise. I'll get everything I want.
Things like that.
Yeah, little things like that.
It'll all happen.
Little. Yeah, it's crazy. He said little. That is crazy.
In fact, he just left Panama. We're trying to take back the Panama Canal.
Every time he
Tweaking.
says it, it's crazy. It's like the most insane bargaining
Trash.
move ever. You just threaten them with literal hell, and then it's like, all right, we'll compromise. I'll get everything I want.
Things like that.
Yeah, little things like that.
It'll all happen.
Whoa! Oh, he hasn't lied yet.
But Marco is going to make clear to the International Olympic Committees there, and he's going to make it as clear as anybody can make it, that America categorically rejects transgender lunacy. We want them to change everything having to do with the Olympics and having to do with
Based, brave, strong, tough,
this subject. If you went back 10 years,
laudable,
15 years,
laudable.
you would move forward and listen to this, you'd say, what the hell are they talking about? This is impossible. But you have people out there, Democrats, that are still totally in favor. They
It's not
can't win
all
the argument. They can't
Democrats
win a debate.
support this woke-ish, the wokies. Let's say the wokies. That is the accurate term.
Listen to this, you'd say, what the hell are they
Not
talking about? This is impossible. But you have
not
people out there,
all
Democrats, that
Dems
still,
are wokies.
Totally in favor.
Woke is not limited to the left. I have said this so many times, bro. Woke is not limited to the left.
Having to do with the Olympics and having to do with this absolutely ridiculous subject that we even have to talk about this subject. If you went back 10 years or 15 years and you would move forward and listen to this, you'd say, what the hell are they talking about? This is impossible. But you have people out there, Democrats, that are still totally in favor. They can't win the argument. They can't win a debate. They look like fools and they continue to go on.
Holy
Morons.
shit, he's going crazy.
Imbeciles.
He's going wild, bro.
Harebrained.
I mean, the thing
people.
is, I think most people are just like, all right, so do what you want, don't hurt anybody. I think that's
Facts.
a pretty general perspective that a lot of people have, all right? If you're doing something that's not hurting anybody, I don't give a shit.
Cool.
I think that's basically what a lot of people say. But it's infectious. It's not just, you know, letting people live lives the way they want to live lives, whatever. It's everywhere. It's invasive.
Yes.
It hurts women.
Agenda.
Like, that's the crazy
It is
wild
destructive,
part. Holy shit.
inimical to growth.
Video or nuts reaction?
It is indubitable. It is indubitable, inimical to growth. Period. Point blank. Yeah.
It's infectious. It's not just, you know, letting people live lives the way they want to live lives, whatever. It's everywhere. It's invasive.
They dictate, they tyrannize, they force you to capitulate to their demands. If you don't, they label you crazy things. They label you bigoted and all these crazy labels, bro. it is trash and goofy.
It's infectious. It's not just, letting people live lives the way they
The
want to live.
Wokies in the trans group, they do this. They make the whole trans group look bad when they dictate and when they tyrannize people. They suck. The radicals in the group, they suck. Yeah, the logical, the truly logical people in the trans group must bravely check these bozos in the trans group. That is how the group will get better. Yo. No cap. No BS, bro. Yo. Check the bozos, bro. Check the true bozos and the true blights and the true virtue signalers. Check the true bozos, the true blights, and the true virtue signalers. That is how the group will get better. Facts.
Quick something that's not hurting anybody, I don't give a shit. I think that's basically what a lot of people say. But it's infectious. It's not just, letting people live lives the way they want to live lives, whatever. It's everywhere. It's invasive. It hurts women.
Yeah.
That's the crazy wild part. Holy shit.
And it's okay because there's law.
In the video where Nuts reacted to the president rap battles, Nuts said after the election, the world will be on fire. And now after the election, California is in fact on fire. I call pre-watch. Listen, Trump manure spits again every time.
They do this and
I also, by the way, said in that video that Trump was going to win the election by a landslide, and I was correct. So, say what you want. I'm always right.
the daughters and all of the other things they talk about.
Foreteller.
Everything. All they want to do.
By a landslide, and I was correct. So, say what you want. Every time.
They do this and
I also, by the way, said in that video that Trump was going to win the election by a landslide, and I was correct. So, say what you want. I'm always right.
The daughters and all of the other things they talk about. Transgender, everything. All they want to do is transgender, men playing in women's sports, and all of these crazy things. And if they continue, I think we're going to end up ultimately, it's not going to matter because we're never going to go along with them and we're just going to keep winning elections, right, Mike?
Oh, God. Every 4 years, baby. Try on Trump every 4 years. It's going to be crazy. Every 4 years, we freeze him, we pull him out, he wins again. He wins every time. Try on Trump.
So when the Olympics comes to Los Angeles, I was responsible for getting the Olympics, and I said, oh boy, this is terrible because I got the Olympics and I won't be president. And then what happened is that an election, strange things happened in
Oh, he's still going with the election stolen shit. Oh, God.
an election. So I missed 4 years, and now I have the Olympics. It was sort of circuitous. It was a circuitous
Oh, my
situation.
God, bro. That's crazy.
And we also have the
It's so cute. It's God works in mysterious ways.
He's funny, bro.
God
DJT
wanted you
is
here right
truly
now.
funny, bro.
Right now,
Love or hate
because God
DJT,
wanted
the
me to
Don
fight
is
ideology in
funny.
the Olympics. Holy shit.
the World Cup coming, which is going to be fantastic. And we have, as you know, very importantly, 250 years coming. That's a big one next year. So that's
Olympics. Holy shit.
the World Cup coming, which is going to be fantastic. And we have, as you know, very importantly, 250 years coming. That's a big one next year. So that's a very big one. But in Los Angeles in 2028, my administration will not stand by and watch men beat and batter female athletes, and we're just not
Hurt,
going to let it
injure.
happen, and it's going to end, and it's ending right now, and nobody's
The
gonna be able to do a damn thing about
vocation
it, because
is
when I speak,
over.
I speak with
It
authority.
ceased.
At the Olympics. Holy shit.
It
The World
ended.
Cup coming, which is going to be fantastic, and we have, as you know, very importantly, 250 years coming. That's a big one next year, so that's a very big one. But in Los Angeles in 2028, my administration will not stand by and watch men beat and batter female athletes, and we're just not going to let it happen, and it's going to end, and it's ending right now.
Tough,
and nobody's going
strong,
to be able to do a damn thing
based,
about it because when
brave.
we speak with authority.
Yeah, well, damn. The president speaks with authority? Damn, this is like a pretty novel concept. I mean, but also, it's crazy. It's like, he won a democratic election, okay? He has the right to make these laws. Like, I understand anyone that doesn't like the...
Not make law. He doesn't make laws. He's the executive branch. But yeah, he meant to say a different thing. Yeah, he doesn't make laws. He meant to say to say the EOs.
I mean, but also,
To sign the
it's crazy.
EOs.
He won a democratic election, okay? He has the right to make these laws. Like, I understand anyone that doesn't
Congress
like
makes
things
the
that he
laws.
says,
The
but
legislative branch makes the laws, but
election, okay? He
I
has
get
the
what
right to make these
I
laws.
know
Like,
what he
I understand
know
anyone
what
that doesn't
he
like the things
meant.
that he says, but the things that he says are things. They're real.
And for the same reason,
Election, okay? He has the right to make these laws. Like, I understand anyone that doesn't like the things that he says, but the things that he says are things. They're real.
and for the same reason, just to make sure, I'm also directing our Secretary of Homeland Security, Christy Nome, who's also she's out there with you, Greg, a fantastic job. She's unbelievable. I was watching her writing yesterday.
What did he say then?
Make sure, I'm also directing our Secretary of Homeland.
Hold on.
Her stronger male spiked the ball right in her face, knocking her.
We will end it here, yo. If y'all rock with if y'all want to see the full thing, I'll put the link to his video in the description, bro. Facts. Yeah, Nuxanora, he's funny, bro. He's dope. Yeah. Bro. No men in women's sports is the measure. It's the thing. DJT signed. Yeah, it is real, bro. Men won't be able to compete against women, bro. Compete against trans women, compete against fellow trans women, bro. Compete in a separate category, bro. Compete in a separate category. Compete in a separate category. Yeah. But certain trans women won't support that because they are entitled, they are goofy.